Hello everybody, my name is Armen Petrosyan. I am member of MS Excel Online Lessons Facebook page, Excel is Facebook Club, YouTube channel MS Excel Online Lessons, and Excel is blog. Today I am gonna show you how to handle circular references. When you enter formula, you may occasionally see a circular reference warning message indicating that the formula you just entered will result in a circular reference. A circular reference occurs when a formula refers to its own value, either directly or indirectly. For example, you create a circular reference if you enter 4 in A1, 5 in A2, and in A3 we will type the formula equal A1 plus A2 and plus A3. So the formula adds itself to the calculation, and we will get the warning message indicating that we have circular reference error. Every time the formula in A3 is calculated, it must be calculated again and again because A3 has changed. The calculation could go on forever. Suppose we will get 9 in A3, and the result will change again because we will plus 4 plus 5 plus 9 for the next time, and we will get the result 18, and this result will go in a circular manner forever. When we enter the circular reference error, after entering the formula, Excel gives us two options: whether to click OK and return to the page, or click Help and to get more about circular references. Regardless of which option we choose, Excel displays a message in the left side of the status bar to remind that we have a circular reference. Let's see in status bar at the bottom of our screen, circular reference in A3. Excel will not tell us about a circular reference if the Enable Iterative Calculation setting is in effect. We can check this setting in the Formula section of the Excel Options dialog box. Let's go to Excel Options dialog box, Formulas tab, and we will see Enable Iterative Calculation checkbox. If Enable Iterative Calculation is turned on, Excel performs the circular reference exactly the number of times specified in the Maximum Iterations field box, or until the value changes by less than 0.001, or whatever value is the maximum change field, this or this. In a few situations, we may use a circular reference intentionally. In these cases, the Enable Iterative Calculation setting must be on. However, it's best to keep this setting turned off, so we are warned of circular references. Usually, a circular reference indicates an error that we must correct. It's quite obvious, easy to identify and correct. But when a circular reference is indirect, as when a formula refers to another formula, that refers to yet another formula, that refers back to the original formula, it may require a bit of detective work to get to the problem. Let's click OK, and we will see the result. Every time we sheet F9, we will see another result which calculates again and again. Let's go to another example where we want to calculate circular reference intentionally. It can sometimes be useful for our advantage. For example, suppose a company has a policy of contributing 5% of its net profit to charity. The contribution itself, however, is considered an expense and is therefore subtracted from the net profit figure below it. This produces a circular reference. Let's see the example. If we deem $600,000 as gross income and 400,000 as expense, we will get the net profit of 600,000 minus 400,000, or B1 minus B2, and we will get the result of 200,000 net profit. Let's turn off iterative calculation again for our example and go to formula. And let's make the contribution as 5% of net profit, which will be equal to B4 times 5%. We will get the result of 10,000. In this cell, in the cell B3, we calculate the division of B3 to B4, or the percent of contribution in net profit figure. And how we can make the best solution for our example. Net profit, as the contribution is deemed to be expense itself, net profit will be updated and will subtract B3 or contribution also, and we will get the circular reference message at the bottom of our screen in cell B3, and the arrow signs indicating indirect circular reference in our sheet. How to handle this circular reference? These formulas produce a resolver circular reference. If the enable iterative calculation setting is on, Excel keeps calculating until the contribution value is indeed 5% of net profit. Let's enable Excel options, formulas tab, and enable iterative calculation. And so we will get the best solution. In other words, the result becomes increasingly accurate until it converts on the final solution. This is everything about handling circular references in Microsoft Excel. I am Armen Petrosyan. See you again